that you're here today for this special, very, very, very dear to my heart session. And we are right at the top of the hour. So I'm very, very happy to have you here participating in this beautiful journey. For those of you that are here live and for those of you that are watching the replay. There was a question I quickly answered, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. Like, when can you listen to this session, and a little bit of advices or how and what and little all those things. You are, for those of you that are here on Zoom, you can send me a message if you click down in the Q&A. I am not going to answer too many questions in the beginning because I like to go straight into the Akashic Clearing. I am, however, going to tell you a little bit about what that is, because there may be some of you that are here that never received an Akashic Clearing. And actually, I would like to ask that. I'm going to open the Q&A. And I'd love to ask you if there is anyone here that never received a Akashic Clearing from me. Please let me know, just so then I will gear towards it. And the session that you're going to experience today, this anniversary, it's an anniversary for me. 4 years ago, I received it. 4 years ago, I had a coaching and also healing practice. And I used to do a series of different healing modalities. My specialty was craniosacral therapy. And through working with craniosacral and energy healing, I was working for about 15 years with my energy healing guides then, but I was also doing craniosacral therapy. And through this, through working, I started connecting to the Akashic Records of my clients when they were laying down on my craniosacral table, my massage table. And it was very powerful. So I started combining everything that I knew in those sessions, and especially with the help from my healing guides. And 4 years ago, I received the guidance to actually start bringing that technique that I was doing with my one-on-one clients to a group of people. So 4 years ago, I show up in a live just like this one, and I said, hey, we're going to do this thing, and I don't know what's going to happen. And it was amazing that it was so powerful for everyone that participated, and there was amazing ripple effects. And since then, so from that, I decided to offer like it was like weekly healing sessions, these same sessions, but offered every week, once a week. And from that, all the Akashic Records training started coming up. They were born, and I started teaching that too. And also, since then, for the last 4 years, I've been delivering the same session that you're going to receive twice a week, because I deliver one in Portuguese and one in English. I have a very, international business. So I am from Brazil, so I speak Portuguese. So I deliver these sessions both in Portuguese and in English. And it's what I love to do. And I'm truly honored that you're here, that you're going to experience this session. TB Ento, not sure that's the name from your Zoom. This is your first time, beautiful. So what is what to expect in this session? I will connect with my healing guides, and my healing guides are gonna come to you, to where you are. If you're here live, they're gonna come to you as you are, as you are connected. If you're watching the replay, when you press play and you're here 100% present, the healing guides will come to you, and it's going to assist the clearing. So I put the coding in the recording so that it's timeless. Whenever you show up, this is a session, honoring the transition from 2018 to 2019. But of course, if you come, whenever you show up for this session, because time is an illusion anyways, like, I talk about, New Year, but it's all happening at the same time. But, we do live in the third dimension. So I kind of follow, the energy of the third dimension, but, that's another talk. So whenever you show up, whenever you show up is because there is something that you need to receive from this session. If you're showing up here live, great. If you show up to the replay like 3 years from now and you find this video, there is something very important that you need to receive in this video. So the time is an illusion anyway. So when you show up, you receive the healing. Other question, if you listen to this session again, this session is a gift to you. It's going to be available, the replay. I will be emailing everybody the YouTube link, so you can have the link forever for you. So what happened is, when you listen to this session, so something very interesting about this Akashic clearing that my students and clients, report to me is that sometimes they listen to the same session 3 times, and every single time they hear something different. Why that happen is because you only hear when you're ready to hear. That is, sometimes your ego may block some information from you, so that's very good to listen again. And I do have an accent, which is also very helpful, because not everything is for your conscious mind to hear. So if you receive the session and you're like, oh man, I just spaced out and I completely forgot like everything that you said, it's okay. Because when those things actually help, because your ego is not, may not pick up some things. So it's actually very good. Everything works perfectly and beautifully for you in the session. So if you space out, it's cool. If for any chance you feel any pain in a specific place in your body, that just means that that area is being worked. And what happens that we help you in the Akashic clearing, it's help you to release from your body the emotions, the beliefs, any blockage that you created, that you made a unconscious agreement with yourself or others based on your experience, which is, every experience that you have in a second from now is going to become a memory for you, right? So all those memories that you experience, at every single moment that you experience a memory, you also experience the emotions, the beliefs, and the stories that you're creating, your interpretation of the experience. And all that stuff gets stuck in your body, like all the emotions, good or bad, connected to that memory. And those memories, of course, go into the records of your body, and also a copy goes to the records of your soul. However, those emotions and those interpretations that you make out of the memories stays in your body, and that's what your ego uses to hold you back. So let's say you were walking on the street and you fell on a hole, right? So anytime you're passing through, like you stomp on a rock or something, anytime you pass through that, your ego is going to say, oh, careful, you can step on a road, so don't go that way, right? But ego takes the job very serious. So if you, let's put in a business practical scenario. I love using this example. Let's say you have your own business, and you have to send an email to invite people to hire you to work with you, right? So let's say you send one email, and for any reason, whatever reason, nobody signed up with you. Your ego is going to tell you, oh, that was not a good offer. Oh, that was not a good email. That's not sending emails anymore. And that's not, and especially if you're starting a business, that's not what's going to support you. What's going to support you is the consistency, because, and letting go of putting, interpretation into why people didn't do something, that many reasons that people don't, they don't say a yes at that time. It doesn't mean they're going to say a yes in the future. So all that stuff that we create hold us back from moving forward in our lives. So when you look at, this time of the year, a lot of people are talking about goals and like, what did you want to 2018? Did you fulfill your goal or not? And it's, I don't really connect with goals, but I connect with, we create in our life, in our experience, what we believe we can create. So if you are giving energy to those, you know, triggers that the ego try to use that are in your body, it's going to continue sabotaging you, and it's not gonna, you're not gonna be experience what you really wanted to experience in your life. So that is my intention with this session. I tune into your body, the intelligence of your body. I call in your higher self. Anything that is done here only with the permission of your higher self. I'm very big on boundaries. I'm not the person that is going to walk around the people telling them what to do or what's going, you know, I may notice, I may see, but I only give advice if I'm requested. That is something very important for me about boundaries, especially in energy healing. There is a lot of people that don't have boundaries, and that can cause problems for both. So this is very big on me, and because of that, my healing guides only clear from your body what your higher self gives them permission, because your higher self is your main source of wisdom and power. So one of the things that, for those of you that went through my programs, you know that everything that we do, it's always under the supervision of your higher self, under the protection of your higher self. And when I am giving a healing session, even though everybody show up here to be here, it's always, I always honor your higher self. Nothing is cleared from you if you're not ready for it. So your higher self is a big part of this work. All right, so have Susan also that is new. Welcome, welcome. So the best thing, and the best thing to do, and I'm not opening anybody's microphone yet. I know there's some people that raise their hand. I will do that at the end. I'll be happy to do it. But I wanted to honor your time and go straight to the healing session. Any questions about the healing session? You wanted to close all, if you are on Facebook or anything else, just turn off all, like, you know, you're going to be with your eyes closed during the session. So make sure to not be browsing or doing other things. It is not a good idea to be multitasking when you are receiving an Akashic clearing. And you do need to have your eyes closed, because I'm going to guide you how to run energy. And it's a fact, if you always have to run energy with your eyes closed, because imagine you're moving energy throughout your whole body, and you don't want to have all that interference in your eyes. You want to close your eyes as you are running energy. And plus, you're going inside. If you have your eyes open, you know, something passes by in your window and it may distract you, or especially on computer. So close all the windows, be 100% present here, and you're going to receive beyond that you think you're going to receive. So I will do the same. I'm going to make sure my WhatsApp it's not on. Sometimes makes a little noise there. So it's here. Yes, it's off. Good, good. One more thing. Okay. Oh, we have Marta, Zorika, and Ave on the YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Very happy you guys are here. And Happy New Year, everyone. Excited to be here with you. All right, so we're going to go straight to the session. I'm not going to be able to look at the comments until the end of our healing session. But the best advice to receive this session is to be present in your body and enjoy and let go of trying to understand what is going to happen with your mind, because the mind do not manifest anything besides a bunch of thoughts. So we thank the mind and we drop into the heart. All right, so I'm going to share, I'm going to get my video off, and I'm going to share the grid that I created for today. It's, hold on, it's my interpretation of the energy of the Taurus, the sacred geometry of Taurus. And in this session, we are going to tune into what your heart wants to create in 2018. Now, I did ask you to share with me your word for the year. So, and you don't have to share it now, I ask in my group. So I will invite you at some point to share your word of the year. I'm not going to be able to hear, but you're going to infuse this grid with your word for the year. When we bring this grid, into, I hope it's still broadcasting. Yeah, it's live streaming. Okay, there was another window. All right, so we are ready to go. Thank you for your patience and thank you for being here. Everybody can see the image both on YouTube. We have a beautiful group on the YouTube also. Welcome. And all right, so here we go. Let me just have a little sip of my coffee. I'm going to start. Turning off my phone. Make sure to do the same for yourself. All right, so let's step back. Make sure to relax on a chair. It's better that you're seated to receive this session. So have a comfortable place that you can sit. Make sure your feet is touching the floor. And now just relax. Have your hands relax on the top of your legs with the palms facing up. You're going to start the session with your eyes open, allowing all the vibration, healing, and transmission from the grid, the Taurus grid, to come to you now. Allow the crystals that are here on this grid start communicating with the intelligence of your body, emanating the vibration that is going to support you in 2019 and beyond. The title of this session is Out of the Old, In with the Gold. So we're going to close any attachments to any particular experience that may be holding you back from 2018, so you can release that baggage and step light so you can flow through the year of 2019 in alignment with your purpose and your heart. So now we are going to close our eyes. You're going to close your eyes and bring your attention to your body. Start following your breath. You may notice your chest raising as you breathe in, and the chest going down as you breathe out. And now as you breathe in with your eyes closed, I want to invite you to breathe in the vibration and the energy of the sacred crystal codes of the Taurus into your body. And let's release what you no longer want to carry with you from your experience from 2018. So I want to invite you to do this on your own time, 3 times, breathing in the grid and breathing out what you wanted to release. Beautiful. You're going to continue breathing the sacred crystal codes of the Taurus throughout the session as you breathe in. And now I'm going to invite you to bring your attention to your first chakra. For the man, at the end of the tailbone. For the women, a little forward between the ovaries. That is your first chakra. And here you're going to command to open your first chakra. And your body, your energy always receives your command. So as you ask, so it is. So now that your first chakra is open, you're going to imagine that you're going to create roots, just like the roots of a tree, coming out of your first chakra, passing through the chair, passing through the floor, and going all the way down, passing through all the crusts of the earth, until it hooks to the very center of the earth. Feeling, noticing what you notice when you ground yourself. When you push the space around and say, this is my time. The more you ground yourself, and this technique you can do anytime during your day, easier will be to be present, both physically and energetically, in everything that you do. Now we're going to bring your attention to the bottom of your feet, and we're going to here to open your feet chakra. And you're going to tune in to the energy of the earth. Tuning into the vibration of the earth that is always gifting us with its unconditional love, the essence of abundance, the essence of vitality, and most importantly, the power to create the life you want to create. All this is available to you from the energy of the earth. And the more you tune in to this energy, more you experience miracles. Earth energy is so powerful that all we need to run energy is 15% of this powerful energy. So now we're going to invite 15% of the earth energy to come up through the side channels of your legs, all the way into your first chakra and down through your grounding. Allowing the earth energy to move through any resistance you attach it to your legs. Legs hold the ability to move forward in life. So if you're noticing sabotaging yourself from taking the actions that you wanted to take, most likely you're holding blockages in your legs. And by running energy, it allows those attachments to start to soften so that the healing guides can recognize it and clear for you once they come in for the session. So 15% of earth energy coming up through the side channels of your legs, all the way into your first chakra, circulating in the first chakra and down through your grounding, going back to the center of the earth. And for this work, we visualize the center of the earth as the very center, this beautiful, powerful lava energy with the ability to dissipate any energy that we send to the center of the earth so it can be recycled into new energy. Nothing is lost, only transformed in this work. And that is a beautiful metaphor to bring to your life. Nothing is never wrong, nothing is never a mistake. It's only an opportunity to see what needs to be transformed. All right, so as the earth energy is going to be running throughout your whole session. And while that is happening, we're going to bring your attention to the top of your head and open your crown chakra. And now we're going to call forth the energy of the universe to come through and connect with you through your crown chakra. Noticing what you notice when you're truly connected to this amazing source of wisdom and energy. And now we're going to invite 85% of this universal light to come down through your crown chakra, all the way down through the center of your spine, all the way into your first chakra, allowing the earth energy to mix with the universal energy. And this mixture of 100% heaven on earth now is going to pump up through your spine, all the way out through your crown, through the aura and beyond. Part of this mixture bifurcate on your shoulders, down your arms, and out through your hands. And part of the mixture in the first chakra, I'm going to go down through the center channels of your legs, out through your feet. Beautiful. So now you're running 100% energy throughout the whole session. This energy is going to go through and find the areas in your body where there is stubborn energy connected to your memories, so it can be released. And now we're going to call your higher self to the top of your head. Your higher self always comes when you call upon it. Take a moment to smile and express your gratitude for your higher self. And hear, see, sense, or know your old wise soul saying hello back to you. Beautiful. So now your higher self is going to continue running energy for you throughout the session. You don't have to worry about that. You already activated your higher self. Will be controlling the running energy. All you need to do is to be present in your body and breathe. Anytime you notice your mind being overactive, just drop and bring your attention to your heart. And now the healing guides are coming to you. They are asking permission to your higher self for the healing today. They're connecting to start the co-creation. And your higher self is going to start by pointing in your aura any leakage of energy. And this is when your energy is going out but not inside, or you may be, when there is leakage, there is people that have, you may notice people that have this, you think they have a power to get you annoyed or whatever that is, and that is, it's not that. They're not powerful, they're just touching on an open place. So that's what we are clearing. Any area where somehow your energy is weakened and those manipulations from outside can interfere you. So we're going to close those leakages and whatever that is for you. We're also going to pull anybody else's energy from your space, other people's ideas about what you should be doing with your life, other people's ideas or judgments about you. The more you understand that this is your temple, this is your space, and no one without permission should be bringing their energy into your space, you become so much more clear and so much more in alignment with your power. So we're going still around your aura and clearing those openings, ribs, or whatever this leakage is coming from. And even the people that we love the most, they have the tendency to come into our aura, into our space. So creating energetic boundaries, it doesn't mean you don't love them, it doesn't mean you don't honor them, but it just means that your aura in your space is to be 100% occupied by you, so you can have clarity to what you want to bring forth into the world. Beautiful. And now the healing guides are going to access the records for the group, those of you here now, and those of you that will be called to listen to this session, tuning into the records of the collective that will be receiving this session. And the metaphor that is coming to me, and then again, let go of, just be present and know that the intelligence of your body needs to hear this. And so I tune into the records of the group. And of course, we are looking, this session, we are bringing the energy of what is old from 2018 that needs to be go, so you can create space for the gold, right? So what came to me was almost like an image of you standing on a place where the floor wasn't all around you. So it's almost like it's like you were standing on a place, but if you step forward, you fall. So you would have to be careful to where you step so you don't fall. If you look down, you can see, hey, there is a patch here. I can go in this direction. I can jump over here and step. But what this feels, it feels like, like inconsistency and maybe lack of support or lack of safety, not feeling secure, not feeling like you control things. There's something about the energy. So connected to 2018. So they may be connected to finances, they may be connected to relationships, they may be connected to job security. So whatever that is, or maybe you're starting a new business. So of course, there is this, it's almost like, you gotta be careful where you step, you gotta pay attention of your actions. So there is this theme about 2018 for all of us that are here. So let's just breathe into that. And now the healing guides are going to start co-creating with your higher self to clear what is most beneficial for you to release from 2018, so you're not bringing that baggage in 2019. So let me just tune in for a second. So I'm being called for this group for second chakra and the ground cord. So it's both relationships and financial. So let's look at both areas, and of course, how you do money is how you do everything. So it is connected. That is so much that we still carry today from our relationships, from our parents regarding money, right? So that relationship affects directly into what you give yourself permission to create or not. So starting to tune in your second chakra, healing guides are going to start going through the few feelings or beliefs. So the first thing here is I'm never enough. So we're going to clear any beliefs, consciously or unconscious, that I'm never enough. And also not feeling seen in childhood. Healing guides are coming through and clearing it up. And one thing about this, if this is your first session, don't try to be like, this is me, this is not me. Just be present and just be open, because sometimes we see things that it's not your experience from this lifetime. It comes from your Akashic Records memories. So let go of judgment and attachment to what is yours and what is not. Because if you're here, that means part of you needed to listen to this. All right, so the healing guides are continue working on second chakra. And then in the second chakra, there is actually an emotion that ties in with the metaphor that I saw in the beginning of not feeling safe. And for some of you, this is in childhood. For some of you, it may even be in the womb, when you were in the womb, maybe a past life thing, but it's a deep fear of not be safe. And it's connected to visibility at whatever level, is for you. But this feels like a powerful energy that it's been here for a long time. And I'm receiving an archetype to help to work with this energy. We're receiving the archetype of Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. And she is emanating the most beautiful pink light to your second chakra, and this light is going backwards in the timeline to all memories where you did not felt safe. And what I want you to do is to be present in this area in your belly, in your second chakra, and allow any stuck emotions, words, memories, whatever it is that you're ready to give space to be expressed, to show up now. And you may even open your mouth and allow a sound to come out that usually helps a lot to express any emotion, feelings, or beliefs that got stuck, that you did not know even how to process at the time. The healing guides are here with you, calibrating this area so you are safe. So I'll be silent now and just notice what shows up for you. If you feel called, you can ho'oponopono to what shows up just by repeating, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So just let's be present and allow this energy to be released. Beautiful. Kuan Yin is going to still be here for some of you. It goes deep, deep, and it's not the first time they came through this feeling of not being safe. So she's going to be here supporting you throughout the session. And now, so we look into what was deeper. So now we're going to look into memories or experiences for 2018 where you did not feel safe. So your higher self is going to bring up those memories. You may know what they are, you may not. But the intelligence of your body knows exactly what you need. So as those memories are in front of you, the healing guides are going to look into the triggers in your body that were created by these memories, these layers of memories of not feeling dead, this theme of not feeling safe, not being able to trust people, not be able to give permission to others to step in and support you because of those core fears. So we're going to look into what is showing up that showed up for 2018 so we can release that attachment. So healing guides are clearing the fear of being taken advantage of, lack of trust in others and self, lack of trust in yourself. I see that a lot. I talk to a lot of people, and when someone is afraid to invest in something that is going to help them to grow, it's only because of lack of trust. Because if you give yourself permission to trust in your decision, that as you take one step in front of another, the opportunity will show up. Then you use that to empower yourself and not to keep yourself back. So that's, the trust that you have in yourself. If you ask, like, what is one thing that I can develop to manifest the life I wanted to manifest, is your self-trust. Trust that every single step that you take, it's bringing you closer to your soul's desire. And knowing that and being okay with some of those steps be the wrong ones, because it is through getting it wrong that you can get it right. And of course, right now we're going to clear any fear of failure, consciously or unconscious, that you're ready to release, that came up as we are talking about that. There is nothing wrong with failure. There is nothing wrong with just looking at it and say, hey, that was not a good path. Let's try a different one. So, and this is a good energy that is coming up, conversation about your 2018. Are you beating yourself up for something that you tried and did not work out in the way that you want to? So it may be that you're looking at it as a failure and not as an opportunity to learn something that you didn't know. And money and people and situations always come back. Nothing is never lost when you're not attached to it. But when you attach it to the money that went somewhere and your ego is judging that it should not have gone there, you are holding on to that stagnation energy and you block it to come to you. But when you relax about your choices and say, hey, well, that's another choice. Okay, so I'm releasing it with love. And I know it's going to come back multiplied. And it always come back multiplied. When you let go. When you're not carrying that forward. The resentment of the worry of looking at that as the only solution. So any experience in 2018 where you may have trust in the wrong person and you felt betrayed, let's shift this energy that say to be more like, well, that's it. That was just not the right energy. But that's not gonna, you don't let that hold you back from trusting again. Because that's exactly what the ego wants, to keep you where you are. All right, now the healing guides are clearing up fear and resentment that you're ready to release in the second chakra. All right, and now we're going to fill it up with golden energy. An inspiration to look at things from a different story that you've been telling about that particular memory. Healing guides are going to clear those memories, clear all the old energy, the old beliefs created by this memory, and we're going to infuse with golden light. And now there is light we're going to store in the records of your body. Nice and neat. And now we're going to go into your first and ground cord. We're going to look at the financial aspect of 2018 and 2019. And I'm looking at a few of these energies. So healing guides are clearing any conscious or unconscious energy of disappointment that you're ready to release. And especially disappointment with yourself. Maybe you told yourself that you wanted to create something, that you're going to put something into the world, and you didn't, and you're feeling disappointed. Healing guides are clearing it up. And now I'm looking at here in the first chakra, and that is this restricted energy, in a sense of not feeling like you have space. It's like, the opposite of feeling freedom, right? Feeling like suffocated, contented, and however it is, we are looking through the lenses of money now, right? So it's like there is something of feeling like, and again, interesting, like not supported. Still noticing that theme that we started, but feeling like not supported. So maybe whatever level you are, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It's a feeling like you may even see money in the bank, but you feel like you don't have. You feel like it's not enough to where you want to go, or maybe there is not money in the bank. So whatever this is, whatever level you are, is somehow putting yourself in this position of the walls are getting tighter around you. So let's tune in to help you to shift these energies. So healing guides are coming in and clearing any fears of scarcity, and especially beliefs about scarcity that you're ready to release. Thinking that abundance is a limited source. We're going to clear that belief. Clearing lack of trust. And when I say trust, it's not just trust, it's like this unshakable trust in your ability to create and manifest an amazing 2019, an abundance 2019. And it's all in your energy. The energy that you carry when you show up to a place can make all the difference in what you are manifesting. And now is the worry about what others will think of you, fear of judgment. Healing guides are coming in and clearing any conscious or unconscious fear of judgment that you're ready to release. And attachments to self-judgment, to judge you from your bank account, to judge your value from your bank account, which has nothing to do. Your bank account only represents the thoughts and the beliefs of the past. It does not represent your value, your gifts that you're here to give to the world. And by shifting the way that you hold yourself and your ability to bring forth those gifts, everything can change from night to day. So in the first chakra, healing guides are clearing any attachments to old memories of being judged that you're ready to release. And sometimes we project those judgments into the present. We fear about what people are going to say, what people are going to think, or people are going to whatever. But we forget that people are busy being busy. So we're going to put a trigger so that anytime you notice yourself judging yourself, you're going to breathe and just tell yourself that is just a thought. That does not represent who I am or my value. And you open up to the law of polarity, that if you create a lack, that means you have the same equal amount to create prosperity, because it's the polarity. The polarity of lack is abundance. So experiencing one of the sides of the spectrum is just showing you that you have the ability to experience the other side. And the way that you move your thoughts and the way that you carry your energy, it's what makes all the difference. And now I'm going to bring a golden light to your first chakra. And we're also going to ask you to give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to move through 2019 in alignment with your heart, in alignment with your desire, and have the unshakable trust that if you have a desire coming to you, it is already a proof that this is here to be manifested. So we're going to clear up one final thing, is clear your ground cord. The healing guides are coming in and scrubbing all the emotions, fear, comparison, energy, beliefs, whatever it is here in your ground cord that often holds you back from manifesting, creating abundance. We're going to clear that we can see. Now the healing guides are filling it up, your ground cord of golden light. And I want to invite you to tune in to your ground cord and notice what you notice, however it's showing up to you. I want you to command it to get thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker to the size of your hips. And just experience when you consciously create space in your ground cord. And when you create space, you have space to receive abundance, relationships in alignment with your vibration now, opportunities. Because you can't receive if you're all tied up and tense. So we're going to create space, make it as big as your hips. And now the healing guides are bringing more golden light, and this golden light is filling it up, your whole ground cord, in this new dimension. And as your ground cord gets completely gold, it's going to start creating ramifications in the earth, going through and tuning in to opportunities in 2019 for you. Opportunities, partnerships, allowing those roots to go through the earth and touch the people that are meant to be impacted by your gift, your present. No matter what you do, if you breathe and meet people, you are impacting their lives. So let's create that golden thread through the grids of the earth, connecting you with those that are meant to be impacted by you, in however shape or form you bring your gifts forth to support them. Beautiful. And now one final thing, we're gonna, with your eyes still closed, you're gonna bring forth the sacred crystal codes of the Taurus out of the screen and in its three-dimensional shape in front of you. In order to do that, all you need to do is to command. You're going to repeat after me. I call forth the sacred crystal codes of the Taurus to its three-dimensional shape. And the grid is going to come right in front of your heart. And now I want you to think about your word for the year. Take a nice deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're going to breathe out your word for the year in your Sacred Crystal Codes grid that is in front of you. Então, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. And now we're going to activate the desires of your heart in 2019. And I'm not asking what your mind or your ego wants to create. We're going to, in this session, actually step out of the way to be fully aligned and fully guided with your soul's desires for 2019. So now that you have your grid in front of you, you just have to repeat after me. I invite the sacred crystal codes of the Taurus into my heart chakra now. The grid is going to come into your heart chakra. It's going to lock in place. And now we're going to repeat after me. I activate the sacred crystal codes of the Taurus into my heart now. And now the sacred crystal codes of the Taurus is going to start to spin very fast. And as it spins, it's going to start emanating this vibration of the Taurus, sacred geometry of the Taurus, the source of manifestation, vibrating through all the cells of your body, through your whole chakra system, all your body, organs, your aura, emanating throughout your whole environment, activating the Taurus of your heart. And now we set the intention to be present, to notice what you notice, and set the intention to let your mind and your ego out of the way so you can step every single step of 2019 in alignment with your soul purpose, in alignment with your heart's desire, in alignment with your gifts, and especially in alignment with the promise you make to the lives you're meant to impact in 2019, no matter what you do. So I will be silent while you're receiving the Taurus activation. Beautiful, and the activation is completed. Sacred crystal codes are going to start to slow down and expand, slow down and expand. And going back to its original shape. I'm going to invite you to imagine a crystal ball floating on the top of your head with your full name written on it. And now the healing guides are going to open the crystal ball and call forth all parts of yourself that got distracted, expanded throughout 2018, and bringing back to you, bringing your power back to you, your energy, your essence. So wherever you went, coming back to you. Healing guides are infusing your crystal ball with golden light. And now we're going to bring it down the crystal ball, filling it up, your body and soul with your essence. and an amazing golden vibration. And may that vibration be with you throughout 2019 and beyond. The essence of the Midas touch, that everything that you touch become golden with your love, with your gifts, and with your passion. Namaste. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank your higher self for co-creating with us. Thanking the healing guides. Thanking the archetype of Guan Yin that worked with us today. Namaste. All right, I'm going to get my video up to say hello to you. All right, so let me get this, and then now I can look at your comments and your let me see. I'm gonna get this off. Let me know if you can see my image again. We're gonna remove the thing. So can't wait to hear you, to check in with you. Let me stop. I was doing a little recording here. All right, so I would love to hear from you, what you noticed in the session, what is that came up for you, if there is anything you want to share. And of course, if you have questions about came up for you, usually being the first session for some of you, you may have some questions of something that show up during the session. It's all good, but I would love to address the question. Before I go in, I want to notify you of our calendar of what is happening in the whole month of January. So for those of you that enjoyed this session and wanted to receive a deeper support throughout January, for some people actually believe that the new year only starts like around February, especially February 2nd is when there is the first sprouts of the spring here in this hemisphere. So anyway, so I have an invitation for those of you that want to take this work deeper. And it's actually, there are two things happening in January. The first thing, it's a program called Flow and Trust. And is one of a very dear program. I offered one time last year, and I'm going to do live again this time around. And it came from a book that I read. The book is Dollars Flow Through Me. Dollars Flow to Me, or something like that. And basically, it's a very easy read of the book. Get the book if you are interested to read the book. It's fun. But basically, the whole point of the book is the reason that most people are not manifesting is because they're overthinking. They want it to come in a particular way, and they are, so when you force, you don't receive. And I truly believe that it's all comes from the mind, and the mind creates with polarity. And that's why, all these like classes on manifesting doesn't really bring the results that people are looking for, because they're still using the mind and they're not tuning into the heart. And that's where all can be created, right? And that's why today I didn't told you notice, to think about what you want in 2019, because when we think, we mess it up. So it's much better to just tune into your heart and allow your heart to guide you, because you can never steer wrong when you're following your heart, which is the window for your soul. So I read the book a few months ago, and that's when flow came to me. I did a flow experiment. It was similar in April this year, and like within a day that I start practicing the flow essence, right, I received a phone call from Brazil, from someone that was like my idol. It was like they give me a call to ask me to schedule a session, which was really, really cool. It was like something that I would never think that, but it came through, because that's what, the path. And that connection created so many other amazing connections, right? So, and again, because I wasn't thinking what I wanted. I just opened up the pathway, right? And the interesting enough, I just did a big launch like a few weeks ago. And this was very interesting because before the launch, I just went through the replay for the program, the flow that I delivered a few months ago. I went to the replay. They're like amazing short sessions that you can integrate in your day. And I had my best launch ever. And I did not hire anybody to help me with content or anything. I just did the best launch just by being flow and trusting. So this is happening live. For those of you that are interested, the name of the program is Flow and Trust. It's going to start January 2nd, and it's going to, from January 2nd to January 8th. So it's 7 days. We're going to get together for short encounters throughout the day. If you cannot make it live, you can listen to the replay. So the whole point of flow is you start the day with a 15 minutes just tuning into your body and allowing what usually sabotages you, which is your mind. We're going to allow your mind to just chatter away for only 15 minutes as you're receiving an Akashic clearing, just like the one you received today. And then we're going to do the 15 minutes throughout the rest of the day, which is 15 minutes of flow, where you're going to tune inside. You're going to be in a peaceful environment. We're going to create the peaceful environment around you when you close your eyes. And I will connect your records of your body to the records of your soul. And we're going to do different downloads to support you. So downloads of courage, downloads of connecting to trust at a deeper level, downloads of clarity, downloads of focus. So they're like short 15-minute sessions that bring a specific download from your experience in other lifetimes where you fully owned that particular skill. So it's going to be very, very powerful. So it starts on the 2nd, and the investment for this program is $199. I'm offering a special for $99. So if you join, I think, well, it starts on the 2nd, so you better join soon. So I'll hold that special for you. And then we actually moved Intuition Deep Dive. It was going to start on the 8th, but it's going to be too close to flow, and I want it to be spacious. So we're going to start Intuition Deep Dive on the following week, on the week of the 14th. And Intuition Deep Dive, it's a program that helps you. It's actually you're going to learn how to give yourself the session that you just received. So Intuition Deep Dive, it's a program that teaches you about your chakra systems, how your chakra holds information, how your chakra holds memories. We also teach you about the aura system, going beyond the regular, 7 chakras. You go beyond that. And you're going to learn how you can give yourself your own Akashic clearing for yourself every day if you desire. And also in Intuition Deep Dive, you also receive 21 powerful MP3s of Akashic clearing sessions. So my idea for you is that we start with flow, and then in the following week, we start with Intuition Deep Dive. So you're pretty much going to have one mini session a day that you can easily implement on your day to support you. So to start your January in flow and trust. And when you bring that energy, you can hold that energy throughout your whole 2019. Now, Intuition Deep Dive, it's also $199, and the investment, if you do it the next few days, is $99. However, if you're here and you want to do both, you can do Intuition Deep Dive and flow for only $150. And you're going to have support throughout the whole month. We have Facebook groups to support you. And I'm also going to do 3 live mentoring calls for those of you that are doing Intuition Deep Dive. So when you join both, you get all that. And for $150, $155 or something like that. I have the 55 number there. My guides need the 55 there. So anyway, so that's what we have going on. I would love to support you, continue supporting you throughout the month of January. If you experience today and you know how powerful it is, imagine having that support throughout the whole month. So this is something that I wanted to share the link with you. So let me get the link, and I'm going to put it here. I'm sharing the link for both, and of course, if you just want one of them, just ask me, and I just have to open the different links. So now I'm going to go in here. All right, so I'm going to go in here and see if there's any questions or comments. So Heather, so good to see you. Heather said, amazingly perfect in any way. Thank you so much for the deepest healing. You're so welcome, Heather. So good to see you here. And Vera, hi Vera, it's my mom's name. Vera said, session was amazing. Thank you. My body felt very heavy during the session. Happy New Year. Happy New Year for you too. Thank you. Eileen, good to see you here. Eileen said, thank you, Patricia, so much clearing. I saw a lotus flower with a burning flame in my core, burning away the old as my flame got bigger and more powerful. Ooh, I love that. Love that. Hi, Tammy. Hello. All right, so let me know if you have questions. I'm going to look also into the YouTube. So let's see. Charmin said, so true, I can't get out of a toxic relationship because of fear of financial stability. Yes, so you're talking about what came through during the session. Yes, oh, thank you, I love you too. Ave said, I had images of abuse and a lot of pressure in my chest. I cried. Thank you for helping to releasing them. You're so welcome. And this is an important point. During the Akashic clearings, if you cry, if emotions show up and you cry, it's very powerful because that's a way to release that energy. And that's why, like, when we are doing the clearing in the second chakra, I said, use your voice, allow that energy to come out through your voice, and it helps to release. Sunil, you said, I have something, but I don't understand. There was not continuation, so feel free to continue the comment. And now there is some people that raised your hand. I don't know if you really raised your hand. Let's see who is here. There is some people that have their hand raised, so let's say hi to you. Any questions, anything else you guys need? Susan, you raised your hand. Do you raise your hand because you want to talk? I'm going to allow you to talk and see if there is a question. Hi, Susan. You raised your hand?
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
No, I was just saying hi. Thank you for the beautiful session.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you. Yeah, that happens sometimes because I think when you are in the Zoom for the first time, sometimes I see a raised hand, but I never know if it was. So, okay. So thank you. Thank you for saying hi. Anyone else has any questions or need anything? If not, we are going to be completed here. Let's see here. And I'll send everyone a replay so you can enjoy this session later. And for those of you that want to join me on this journey in 2019 for the January, just send me a message if you have questions about any of the programs, and I'll be happy to support you. And looking forward to have you an amazing 2019, full of love, joy, abundance, prosperity. And Te Benevetto said, thank you for this. It was amazing. You're so welcome. Thank you, Eileen. Wishing you guys an amazing, amazing 2019. If you are new here in the tribe, every Thursday, hold on, I lost the YouTube. I'm opening like many different channels at the same time. We're live on Thursdays, actually. I'll take advantage to use a notification. This Thursday, we're going to change the time for the live readings because I'm actually taking another program myself, and it's the exact same times at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to do the Thursday readings, usually maybe later on in the day or Wednesday before. So just keep an eye on your email if you wanted to follow through and participate live. And I will, this week, I will figure it out and I'll send you guys an email to let you know what time we're going to do the opening, the reading for the week, where we use my Oracle deck, the Sacred Crystal Codes, for our Thursday. So it's going to be either Thursday or Wednesday. All right, so there's one more comment here from Brenda. Thank you, Patricia, for the wonderful clearing. It was my first. I love you. Thank you. I love you too. I'm glad it was your first. That's a way to start. Very cool. Very nice. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna close today. I'm now off the clock, and I'm gonna take the kids to, I don't know, we're gonna see a movie or do something fun. So have a beautiful end of your year, the last day of your year, and an amazing 2019. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye, everyone.